Well, the Mets have made moves. They have made two bullpen moves. This is All Things Mets. This is where you get your latest Mets media. David Stearns has signed Fujinami and also Jake Diekman. We're going to get into a couple of dishes, but definitely do me a favor, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into today's topic, and that is David Stearns making bullpen additions, making some contributions. Definitely, we know that David Stearns and the Mets were looking for help in the bullpen. We know that they had interest in Wandy Peralta, in multiple arms. Definitely, Wandy Peralta was interest. The Mets offered him 2 years, multiple years, and he just didn't take it. He ended up going to the San Diego Padres for 4 years. So the Mets had to pivot to another, to some other people in the bullpen. And definitely, the first signing is going to be Jake Diekman. Yes, David Stearns has signed Jake Diekman. The Mets have signed Jake Diekman, lefty pitcher, 37-year-old pitcher. Has been around the league for some time, definitely, but has really good stuff. He had a 3.34 ERA in 2023. But what's fascinating is that the Mets, literally for the last 3 years, have taken on Tampa Bay relievers, because in 2020 Aaron Loup was in the Tampa Bay Rays, and in 2021 Aaron Loup was taken by the Mets. Also, Brooks Raley had a really good season in 2022 with the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Mets took Brooks Raley in 2023. And now the Mets have taken Jake Diekman, who had a good season in 2023, in 2024. So it looks like David Stearns and looks like the Mets, just in general, they have interest in these Tampa Bay relievers, and they trust these guys. Not a bad market to look at, not bad research. I really like the fact that they are, looking into these Tampa Bay relievers, when they're having good years with the Tampa Bay Rays, who is a really good organization. Why not? Why not look for those guys in that type of organization? But this video is about Jake Diekman and also Shintaro Fujinami. Yes, the Mets have signed Jake Diekman, who is a lefty. This guy throws like Chris Sale, man. He has really good stuff, has a sweeper, a slider. Definitely can get a lot of strikeouts. He's a little wacky with his, his pitching stance and all that, his mechanics. But I like it. I like what he brings to the table. David Stearns knew he had to do something. He had to fix the bullpen, and he has made a couple of additions. Definitely, we're bringing back Ottavino. That's good to see. Jorge Lopez, Edwin Diaz coming back. But now getting a guy like Jake Diekman to pair with Brooks Raley as well, you have another second lefty in the bullpen to help you out. Because Brooks Raley is a good lefty, but, can you trust him against a Bryce Harper? Can you trust him against a Freddie Freeman? I don't know, to be honest. I didn't really, Brooks Raley, he's okay, but he's not the best. So I like Jake Diekman. I like the pickup. Really good pickup by David Stearns. Really, really good. But let's get into Fujinami, who is literally a very surprise, addition to the Mets. I did not see this coming. But David Stearns, this guy does his research. This guy, he knows baseball, and I trust in what David Stearns is doing. So good on David Stearns for getting a guy like Fujinami for a 1-year pack for $3.35 million. This is a really good deal for the New York Mets because of the upside that Fujinami has. If you don't know Fujinami, this guy is 29 years old, can throw over 100 miles per hour, has good breaking pitches as well. When he faced the Mets last year, he struck him out. He struck out the side. He made those Mets look horrible, and it was because of his plus fastball. So now the fact that the Mets have Fujinami, they can pair him with Edwin Diaz. Now we have somebody to maybe be the setup man for Edwin Diaz, or, the seventh inning guy. Whatever you want to do with Fujinami, I really like this pickup. This pickup, I think, is going to be very beneficial. He went 7-8 with a 7.18 ERA. It's not the best ERA in the world. It's definitely not. He was in the the A's, and he got traded to the Baltimore Orioles. But he brought his ERA down. But just in general, Fujinami, I really like this pickup. He is a fireballer. The Mets were looking for, somebody with plus velocity, and they ended up getting Fujinami, who This I think could be a really good pickup for the New York Mets, because yes, his 7.18 ERA is not pretty. That's a horrible ERA. You don't want your relievers to have an ERA over 5, definitely. But Fujinami, I think, is going to be a good addition to the New York Mets. Like I said, he's going to, he brings that fireballer. He brings that fire velocity, who I love. That velocity is just really, really good and needed for the Mets. We know, obviously, we've seen guys like Jose Alvarado, guys like Jordan Hicks, multiple guys like Edwin Diaz, Josh Hader. Those guys have plus velocity, and you need plus velocity to get those strikeouts. So I really think that this is going to be a good pickup for the New York Mets. I hope this helps out the Mets, with the bullpen. But it looks like right now, guys, the bullpen, Edwin Diaz, Brooks Raley, Adam Ottavino, Fujinami, Jake Diekman, Jorge Lopez, who else we got? Michael Tomlin. I like the pickups. I like the bullpen. I really, really, really like the bullpen. This looks like a solid bullpen. When you compare it to last year's bullpen, the Mets literally lost Edwin Diaz, to an injury, obviously, in the WBC. But they had David Robertson, the closer, last year. They had Ottavino as the setup man, and they had Drew Smith. They had Dominic Leone. They had, guys that I don't really trust in the bullpen. So I really think that this bullpen is going to be really, really good. This has potential to be one of the best bullpens in definitely for the Mets in some time. I really think this is going to be a really good bullpen. Let me know what you guys think about, the bullpen. Let me know what you guys think about Fujinami. Are you happy with the deal? Are you excited about the deal? Definitely, I'm excited. I really like Jake Diekman. I really like Fujinami. But Jake Diekman, man, I really think he's going to be a plus reliever for the New York Mets. He's going to strike out guys. He's going to bring that Chris Sale attitude, that lefty, those mechanics. I really like him. I really, really do like him. But we'll see what happens with the bullpen, obviously. But yeah, man, I'm excited about the bullpen. Let me know what you guys think about the bullpen. I am very, very excited about the additions that the Mets have made in those recent additions. So good on David Stearns for getting guys like Jake Diekman, Fujinami to the New York Mets, and they didn't have to spend a lot of money. So good on them. I'm happy that they ended up, being smart and, taking these deals. And listen, I think this has really potential to be one of the best bullpens for the Mets in some time. So yeah, man, that's gonna be the video. Definitely do me a favor, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and interact with me in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the bullpen. What do you think about the additions? What do you think about the Mets right now, the 2024 outlook? Definitely let me know, because I love interacting with you guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. And yeah, that is gonna be the video. All things Mets. LFGM. Stay blessed, man.